Sorry for the interruption. I couldn't help that. Uh, what really happened here? When I talked to her, I just implied that Gladys is interested in him, so he gave up the ring on his own accord. Yeah, thanks for helping me out with that ring business. Yeah, that's pretty much all that's happened here. And nothing else has changed. Yeah, Gladys wants you to find a ring, and that's over. Gladys, on the other hand, was very happy to receive the ring, and I suggested she should pay her respects to Archibald. So instead of feuding, they might get together. There's still a few places for us to visit. He grabs your arm as you pass by. Spare some coin for a poor old beggar, miss. Am I the sort of person that gives money to beggars? No, I don't think I have. I dislike the options though, because I don't want to be rude about it. It's no reason to just say, go get a job, you worthless lad. I just don't want to give money to beggars. I don't think he's worthless because of it. Just don't. Begging is just not something that should be encouraged in any shape or form. And he doesn't seem like he's in need of begging. He's just begging for money for no real reason. I can give him a bottle of spirit, certainly. Here you go. I'm guessing that
What
means
is it that you want of me?
Virgil, because he had a bottle of wine. Anything you? What have you heard, madam? Just enjoying my drink, friend. No offense, but I'd rather just be left alone. Yeah, I don't think I want to even talk to level 28 people. Bloody shame about the IFS ever crash, isn't it? Know anything about that, friend? Yeah. Sure, I was the only survivor. What a fantastic story, no doubt you've been through quite a traumatizing experience. Please allow me to lighten your burden. Here are 100 gold. Okay. Keeper. What is this woman doing here? Hello, may I ask you a question? You have been most gracious. What's going on here? I don't know if you've been over to the inn, but there's been a strange gnome hanging around by the bar for the last few days. Okay. It has to be that level 15. It might be trouble. Half-orc villager. I suggest you leave, sharp ear. What do you know, friend? Oh, not much. Bloody shame about the IFS crash, isn't it? Know anything about that, friend? No, can't say that I have. Really? Are you quite sure about that, miss? I think you might know a lot more than you let on. I told you, I don't know anything about it, friend. Ooh, crap. We have a poison value of 147. Hey, run away. Can you uh, run? This isn't gonna work. I was thinking, how far are we from the actual knights? Because that's level 27. Can I disarm him? Weapon drop. Then harm him. The rusty sword. Yeah. He beat the shit out of us. The weapon didn't make any difference. Let's talk to him again. Okay, it's a random thing. This time he didn't do anything. What about the gnome? Hmm? Hello, sir. Might I ask you a few questions? I suppose. What do you know of this place? Aren't you just full of questions? Can't you let the bloke enjoy his ale? I didn't mean to bother you, just asking a simple question. Yeah, well, here's a simple question for you. What is someone like you doing all the way out here in the middle of this disreputable kingdom? Not exactly the kind of place that someone goes for a holiday. We'll tell everyone our tale, because we're awesome. The gnome looks at you, considering your story. So you're saying that it was you who survived? Yes. It's quite for a long time then. Well, it sounds to me like you might be in need of some help. Sounds like you might need someone to watch your back. He looks away back in this ale. My name's Wallinger. What? Are you offering your help, Wallinger? Why would you do so? He doesn't look at you. Every man's got his reason, and sometimes those reasons are only his to know. And he looks at you, slightly turning his head. Plus, I didn't offer my help. I just said it sounded like you needed some. Well, I just might need some help. Would you join us?
I don't know about this gnome. There's something about him I just don't like. He seems awfully eager to go with us, especially after we've just met him.
Friends come in all shapes and sizes. I don't... He doesn't seem friendly, but we'll take
Yes,
that.
I know, but there's something about this gnome. I can't quite put my finger on it. Believe me, I've had the questionable sort of past, and I know how to spot a bad seed. Trust me, you want nothing to do with this gnome.
Yes, will you join us or not? Perhaps later when you have proven yourself. Okay. You're too low level. He's level 15. I think that's about it. When the recording got cut, I got one more quest before I realized that it wasn't actually recording again. And it was, what was it? King Praetor would like for you to collect his taxes from Blackroot. Basically, when I talk to the king, he just whined about the technology, bad, and Blackroot hasn't paid his taxes. Would you like to help? So we said yes. We would definitely not mind carrying your 5 gold bars to you. Please trust us, we are not totally untrustworthy. So that was pretty much it. The castle is a huge area, but the king is the only person you can talk to. It was about a minute talking to the king, several other minutes spent running around doing nothing. On the bright side, the king offered us the location of Blackroot, so now we have it. Let's go to it. Do need to visit Tarrant soon, because I don't want to continue long doing these minor quests, only as our way to, while we go towards Tarrant. Venom Hound, level 7, yeah. Already in a bit of a jam. If we want more combat ability, we need to get better spells and speed. The fact that we can only cast 2 spells before in a turn, it's a really a big problem. That means we need to raise dexterity. And if you're gonna raise dexterity, you might as well try to go all the way. We need willpower. And that's sort of the trick. I feel we shouldn't focus too heavily on willpower now. It's not a bad thing, but the 2 spell limit is... If we boosted dexterity a little bit, we might get a 3rd spell in turn. That alone would be worth it. These rules are for making basic healing items, but that's a technology thing, so pass. It's quite a large area. With docks and everything. Train. The map seems to continue here. This is one of those places where you don't want to trust this map fully. There's a clear road going from here and continue there, so there's very high probability it contains something. Feel though that we shouldn't have come here. Yeah, we needed to pick up package in Durnholm. God damn it. Well, we might as well complete this while we're at it. We have to go back with the taxes to Durnholm anyway, so we might end up keeping them, but depends on what it's worth. What is it? What can you tell me about P. Schuyler and Sons? I don't know offhand. I'd venture to guess a company of sorts. Let us part her, my good woman. Ooh. Ability staff, staff of healing, mage staff. What's the difference? Ooh, Dorian amulet. Magic resistance plus 40. Almost 4,000 gold. Yeah, we can't afford that. Mana 10. The mana is when you cast spells, it's used before you lose your fatigue. So it's a fatigue pool increase. This would be quite a good weapon for us. We have a normal dagger. There's our mana pool. It's a better weapon anyway. Fast speed, mana 10. Divine magic. Allows the identification of unknown objects. You can cast some spells. Venom shielding, poison resistance plus 80. That might not be a bad thing. It's a worse armor, but we can get rid of poison by casting a simple spell. It's not worth it. At least we got the dagger. The dancing needle. Okay, what do you train? Haggle, persuasion. Let's trade. Nothing of real interest. Enchanted gown. Fire resistance plus 30. Seems to be a good selection of shops here. This should be a bar. Let's get into another fight here. Heard any rumors, ma'am? Have you heard about poor Mrs. Cameron? Her son has been missing for nearly a month, and the poor thing is just beside herself with worry. But you... what do you know? Just enjoying a drink or about war. No, not interested in talking. They're not interested. Okay. Level 48. So be a mage. Oh, what have you heard? Oh, the usual bother. This and that. Oh, did you hear about the IFS Zephyr crash? I don't know anything about just rumors, gossip. You know how the old women get? What have you heard? Tell the story. There, either we'll get something or they'll try to kill us. Either way. What a fantastic story! No doubt you have been through quite a traumatic time. Please allow me to lighten your burden. A gift from a concerned friend. A monetary donation is always welcome. 15 guys. It's wonderful. Tell no one about the crash. Tell everyone. Try to beg for money. Helpful guard. What could an elf possibly want with me? Madam, do you always hurl insults at strangers? Out of my way, weakling. I've no time for sniveling dogs. Please, warrior, I require your assistance. Yes, you may have some sense about you after all. Have you interrupted me? Most gracious, might I ask your name? You must be new to the area. Everyone knows that I am Clarissa Shalmo, master of thrown weaponry. Never have I found an equal to my skill. You have heard of me, haven't you? What is it you do here? I'm currently working under contract because I am the master. My skills are in high demand. You see, I exceed with all thrown weapons, daggers, boomerangs, chakrams, even grenades. My poise and aim are flawless. You really should see me in action. I'm quite amazing. You mastered all thrown weapons? No challenges remain? Sadly, it has been a long time since I have been challenged with a new weapon. However, I have recently heard tales of Azram's Star. It's said to be one of the finest throwing weapons ever forged. If the star is anything like I've heard, it will be the next weapon I master. But it will have to wait the completion of my contract. Azram's Star, I've never heard of it. Apparently it is an artifact that dates back to the Age of Legend. The piece is rumored to have not one but 5 blades protruding from its base and inflicting incredible damage. Plus, I hear that it possesses the power to return to its master after striking its target. What an amazing weapon that would be. Yeah, the level 47 master of throwing weapons will surely join me. Says, your offer is very appealing, Million. However, I'm under a lengthy contract, which I will honor until it's completed. Okay, getting the weapon she's talking about is probably the quest you need to do if you want to master throwing. What about you? Greetings, sir. My apologies, but I have not time to chat, madam. I meant no intrusion, I'm merely a traveler seeking information. A travel, eh? What great size of our land have you beheld? Many sights, from quaint shrouded hills to the great city of Tarn. My, you have travelled far. It is good to meet a fellow adventurer. I fear we are becoming a rare breed. Too many prefer the comforts of familiar places and large cities to the freedom of the open wilderness. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Kietzel Pierce. A pleasure, I'm Million. Tell me, Million, will your adventures continue to take you far afield? Or are you near finished with your present romp? I suspect I will be traveling for quite some time still. May I ask why? One of my students is missing. I need to leave town for Caledon rather quickly, and have not the time to search for him. I fear a tragedy may have befallen the boy. Student? Why yes, I'm the master bowman. From time to time, those who wish my training seek me out. I train them for a fee, or if I am in need, require a task of them. The latter was true for young Dudley. And what would you have me do? If you happen to come upon him in your wandering, might you inform him that I have gone to Caladan on business for the king? He should seek me out there. So I can do that. Thank you. His name is Dudley Crossan. He is a human lad of average height and build. The last I saw of him nigh a month ago, he was dressed in plain adventure gear, armed with bow and knife and provisions for a fortnight. He was headed north. And if I happen upon him, I will deliver your message. Thank you, Melian. It has been a pleasure meeting you. This time I were off to Caledon. Your journey proved enlightening. Bye. Take my leave. Yetzel Priest, Clarissa Shalmo. What about you? Innkeeper? Nah, I don't think we need to talk to him. And we do want to collect the quest the woman has with the missing son. Get on with it, Elf. I can train locksmith expert, repair expert. Yeah, that was rude. Are you the blacksmith? I am. Name's Garrett Almstead. Ask your question. What is it? Make it quick. I don't have all day. Shall we barter, sir? Yeah, we'll have to throw away that rusty items. One wants them. The wits make sense, but... and the prices are terrible. Can I ask you something, Garrett? How did a half-orc become the town blacksmith? I get it a lot. Was abandoned as a child. Spent several years living on the streets, scavenging and stealing what I needed to survive. I never stayed in one place long, till I came to Blackroot. Yeah, what was different in Blackroot? The old blacksmith Gurney didn't have any children. He wanted someone to keep the shop running after he was gone. So he took pity on me and made me his apprentice. He worked me long, hard hours, yet he was a fair man. He passed a few years back. I still miss him. Sorry for your loss. You know, most people don't give a damn about me, always talking about me being a half-breed bastard and such. Some even do it to my face. It's a rare few who actually care enough to say a kind word. Thank you. Here, take this, a little something I made, a gift for your kindness. Oh, thank you. What did I get? Ah, dwarven gauntlets. Oh my... That's armor class 3, damage resistance 5, damage 7. We'll keep that, definitely. We need to bash something open. It's a good choice. A few kind words and we have a quite a nice weapon or equipment. We're not gonna use it on this guy because it has a chance to interfere on spellcasting. What sort of wares do you carry here? Well, being an inventor, I have a wide assortment of technological parts on hand. I may have many electrical components, a few mechanical and explosive elements, and also keep a supply of fuel and charges. Would any of these be of interest? Hmm. No one is interested in anything. We might take a technological guide though, because oh crap, it doesn't make any difference. We'll lose the effectiveness. We can't use a technological item to boost us while we're magical focused. It'll just cause trouble. And who might you be? My name is Granwald. Hello, Granwald. Might I speak with you a moment? Surely. What do you do here, Granwald? Some call me an apothecary, but I am an alchemist by trade. Seems I've been blessed with the gift of making poisons. Some might consider that a curse. Yes, some might, but the world needs men such as I as much as it needs priests or warriors. We all play a part given to us. Any rumors? Have you seen Cedric? He off about something or other again? Okay. See if I can do anything with Granwald. A quick look at the map. Yeah, there's still a handful of buildings on the ground after that. After that, there's the docks. And then there's the mystery road.
What is it that you want of me?
Like a noble elf. Any rumors? Blackroot is the place to come if you're looking to purchase yourself a boat, that it is. I prefer they call it a ship. This looks like a very impressive building, firearms on the walls. There doesn't seem to be anyone home. Yeah. No one's home. Or am I just missing someone? It's a very large building. Maybe it's someone comes here at night. Ooh. He's got some kind of an item that's what that effect is. It's a protective shield of some kind. I'm pleased to meet you, good woman. Might I ask your name? I'm Miss Cameron, stranger. You appear to be well traveled. Tell me, have you seen my son? Son? Who is your son? Liam. My son is Liam Cameron, the inventor. I haven't seen him nearly 2 months. Just so unlike him. I was wondering if you passed by his workshop on your travels. Yeah, his workshop? I'm afraid I must have come a different route. He's a tinker, like his father before him, always working on some new gadget. He built himself a workshop about 3 days' travel into the woods, so he wouldn't be disturbed. And he's missing. His normal routine was to trek back here once a month to visit me and stock up on supplies. It's been nearly 2 and I haven't heard a thing. But with the strange happenings going on in the woods, I'm very worried. Yay, strange happenings. Oh yes, strange beasts have been spotted all over the woods. All different types, not just an odd slighting either. A couple of townfolks have actually been killed. It's quite alarming. I was so hoping you would have news of Liam. Would you like me to see if I could find him? Would you? I'd be so grateful. I realize it's a mother's place to worry, but this is so unlike Liam. I'd appreciate any attempt you could make to locate him. Show me where his workshop is. Oh, here! It's right here! That's great. New location of the map, they're very painful to try to locate on your own. It might be possible you just pass right over it on the map, but it's very easy to miss them unless you go out of your way to go over every spot on the map. Decent level guards. 35, they definitely will have no trouble handling me. So 35 ogre guards. Half ogres? Yeah, that's a bit of trouble. They don't have to have any weapons, they'll tear me apart barehanded. So, what are you? Hello, madam. Who are you? I'm the mayor of Blackroot, and who, may I ask, are you? I'm here on behalf of King Praetor. What do you want? I'm here to collect the taxes Blackroot owes. Blackroot is allied with the United Kingdom now. I collect taxes only for Tarrant. King Praetor would disagree. I care not of Praetor or yourself, my good woman. Cumbria has left us to fend for ourselves too long. We are under the protection of Tarrant now. So the Tarrant guards are keeping Blackroot secure? Of course, they have their own procedures, but they have protected our fair town with their capabilities. Within their capabilities, what does that mean? Well, there are certain rules of propriety, you know. Probable cause and proof of wrongdoings, as it were. Is there some difficulty they cannot deal with? I'm sure they will deal with our thievery problem in due time. Why is now not the time? The guards can arrest no one without proof, or so they say. Now, what kind of proof? Thieves stole my badge of office, a ceremonial silver dagger. If you can recover it from them, it would be all the proof I need to have them arrested. I accept your request, my good man. The thieves have been known to lurk somewhere near the outskirts of the town. Their leader is an elf named Dak-Chan, I believe. Godspeed, ma'am. Yeah, I'm just getting more and more quests instead of completing. Even completing all at once. I suppose to get the taxes. It has to do with this follow-up quest, that's for certain, but how? Oh. Talk to him. Be quick about it now, I have to be on. Hello sir, may I ask your name? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Herkimer Orc, who might you be? I'm Nomad's Million. What can I do for you, Million? What is it you do? I am a simple soldier, a veteran of the wars with Tarrant and Durnholm. I'm retired now, living here in Blackroot. I sometimes offer instructions in martial skills to those who qualify and have a genuine interest in learning. It's honest money, and I enjoy the company. It's not an imposition. Could you tell me of the war? I'm one of the last to remember the wars, though I would prefer not to. Since the day that Cumbria went down to defeat, the policies of the Terentian Industrial Council have let the kingdom of Cumbria dry and reduced its capital Turnholm to ruins. Please continue. In the war I served in the elite guard of Cumbria, the Dragon Knights. We were unmatched with the sword, mace or axe. Trained from childhood we were. First squires, then men-at-arms, then knights serving our king. We fought with honor and virtue. The war with Tarant was different from all other wars. It saw the end of the age of chivalry. The noble knights was replaced by a line of green recruits with guns. At the start of the war the rifle was only issued to Tarantine sharpshooters, but by the end they were standard issue to every recruit in the Tarantine army. Combined with ranked units formations, the concentrate fire, the Tarantines were able to control the battlefield, and to do it with inferior soldiers. It was the end of 500 years of tradition. I witnessed knights gunned down as they offered challenges on a field of honor. Cowardice of this new kind of war is a disgrace. The only weakness to their formations was that they could not stand the shock of melee. When we could engage them on hand-to-hand, victory was ours. Our tactics became those of ambush, of fighting in the wood, hills and mountains, where the closest of the terrain aided our style of fighting. But these are tactics used by a weaker force against a stronger force. We had many glorious victories in battles, but eventually, and at a great cost, the Terrentians prevailed and we lost the war. The Cumbrian military was shattered, disarmed and disbanded. The Kingdom of Cumbria ceased to exist as a military power in Arcanum. For 2 generations Cumbria languished as an economically abused and technologically impaired backwater in the shadow of Tarant. Its once fine capital Durham has become a ruin. I moved away to find peace here in Blackroot. I'm reconciled to it. The war was a long time ago and we lost. Please forgive an old man his ramblings. You have been most patient. Sir, you do not ramble. It has been my pleasure. You have been very patient, the sign of a good student. If you ever have need of training in melee, darts, spotting traps, or firearms, I will accept you as pupil. You are most kind. Anything of consequence I should know about? Have you met Kierzet Pierce? I hear he's the finest bowman in all of Arcanum. Any? Yeah, he's teaches a lot of expert skills. Likes to talk about the past. Alkin. How many buildings do we have left to go? 4. And I don't think there's anything in the docks. Maybe we could hire a boat trip, but I don't want to. 4 buildings and then there's this place. Rubbish bin. Okay. Almost all the shopkeepers seem to have orcs here. What wares do you carry? A little this, a little that, nothing fancy, lots of odds and ends, course a lot of it's rusty. A little spit and polish clean it up just like you, I suspect. Yeah, he buys all sorts of crap. What's that? A mechanical dagger. Very powerful dagger. 2 to 12 points of damage. Daggers are very fast in attack. Have to always keep that in mind. Also, you have to keep in mind that you preferably have a weapon that can do magical, mechanical, and normal damage, or at least in your group. Because some people are more susceptible to different kinds of damage. Human priest. I do not associate with elves. Quite surly for a priest, aren't you? You would be surly as well if you were unwelcomed in your homeland. But that is no excuse for rudeness to others. My apologies, madam. Where do you hail from? I hail from Durnholm, capital of Cumbria. I've been driven from my beloved Cumbria to end up here. Perhaps I can help you. I fear not, I'm beyond help. Yeah, why stay here? Why not leave the area completely? I've lived in Cumbria my whole life. It's my home. I was the head of the Church of Cumbria. Why are you no longer the head of the church? King Praetor is not well. When Cumbria's economy spiraled out of control, he lashed out at his advisors. When I tried to reason with him, he banished me as well. Yeah, could you help me? I'm here to collect the taxes for Praetor. I didn't ask that. Dante. No, it's messed up. Crap. Hey, perhaps you're interested in a game of wits. I'll bet you 500 gold you don't know the answer to the question I have. What do you say? Sure. Who wrote Forbidden Cities of the North? I think Mr. Load Game wrote it. Villager. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm drunk, apparently. I told him the story of Zipper. He offered me a drink. Okay, next. These are random, so every time you load, a new thing might happen. So you can't just fail the guess those questions, you have to know them. What have you heard, madam? Just want to be left alone. It's fine. Just want to be left alone. We visited that place already. Captain's quarters. Some kind of a general shop. Yeah, this is a general shop. Okay, let's move on. I think there's one building left, and then we are done with this city for the time being. This might be a guard outpost, so we don't want to try to go in there. So now we're done. That's a train station. We might not be able to go there. The problem is the engine used there reacts badly with magic, so up to a certain point you can travel in the back car. After you get too aligned with magic, you can't even travel to the trains anymore because it will cause a violent explosion with the train to have you on board. You are simply denied passage at that point, no matter what you try. I think we could save now. I don't want to redo these things.